Hey guys, welcome to Seattle.
Okay. So welcome to our channel, guys. If you're new here, which pretty much everyone here is new because we just started it, thank you once again for subscribing. We're just at a park. Our kids are just gonna be running around. I'm being crazy, so. Oh yeah, the cool train.
So we want to talk about why we decided to move to Germany.
Yeah, why, how we were able to move to Germany, kind of like our job situation.
Our origin story.
Yeah.
So, in general, we were just really excited about the idea of living abroad with our kids. We both have lived in Europe before, and we wanted to experience bringing our family to Europe as well. We also wanted to experience what it would be like to have diversity.
Lots of mosquitoes.
We came from Utah, and we've already seen so much diversity here since we've been
Yeah,
here.
Utah to me is kind of black and white. It's like, I mean, mainly it's everyone's just like the same race, the same religion, not a lot of diversity, and we really wanted our kids to be able to experience language and religion, cultures, all of that. Okay, so now we're going to talk about how we were. Okay, you say it. Keep messing up.
Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about how and what we had to do in order to get here.
Yeah, we're hoping it maybe could help you. Our situation's a little different. We do have friends who have moved to Germany and they did it through like the military way. And so if you are looking at that way and you're like, oh, I actually can't join through the military, definitely listen up because we couldn't either because of Chris's job. There's just like no opportunities. So we had to do it just like everyone else. And so maybe this will help you.
Yeah. So I'm in advertising and I'm a copywriter, and so we wanted to find a job that I could go to Europe and continue my career in that field. So
and his job actually had, had different offices that were like abroad, but
my
there were
employer-
no positions of his position currently. So we tried to get him a job. We applied everywhere pretty much, just like any other person would have. I literally looked on LinkedIn because I really wanted to move. I looked on LinkedIn every day and just would put the area and just search in different countries in Europe, just randomly.
You should just be sending me constant job options. And so, and we started this back right before COVID started. And that's when we kind of realized it might not be the best time for us to move just because with COVID, things were just really crazy. Everything was shutting down.
Yeah.
And all of the jobs we applied for just weren't even responding. So we kind of took a little break. And then we got to this point, this kind of crossroads point where we were like, okay, we either need to move out of our home into a bigger home, kind of get more established here in Utah, or maybe we need to just get out and move abroad. And I think it was a big deal for the timing wise, because basically the more you get established, the harder it is to move abroad.
And if you're in Utah, or I guess I've heard it's everywhere in the US, the housing market right now is just insane. Like we tried to build a house, we tried to move to a house, and nothing worked out. We just weren't able to get anything. We put an offer down, multiple houses, nothing worked out. It just wasn't working out, so we knew that we needed to try something else. Man, I'm really getting eaten.
So it was about almost a year after COVID.
It was in December, last December we started.
December.
We decided, okay, nothing's working out. Let's really look into living abroad.
And so again, Ashlyn started sending me all these different job options, and most of them were just kind of like, I don't know, that doesn't really help my
I
career.
think I was so desperate of just like, I needed a change, so that I just basically sent him whatever, whenever. It was just a lot, yeah.
And the biggest thing was finding jobs that they needed an English speaker, because I'm a writer, and so I needed to make sure that, I can write in the language.
Yeah.
So then she sent me this this job offer to Media Monks, this job description, and it just looked like a really cool opportunity. It was going to be to work with BMW, so I was like, oh yeah, that's actually a great
And I
option.
actually sent you 2 at that office, I think.
Yep. And so I immediately went. And
applied. This was, when I sent this to you, this was April. I went back and looked. This was in April now. So we started in December looking, nothing worked out. He applied and applied. It had been a few months and it's now April. So like time frame wise.
So I applied, I wrote an awesome letter, did all the things, but just didn't hear anything.
Nope, nothing.
So time went on and I was just kind of, we were just still looking for other options. And out of nowhere.
So no, it was basically the end of April right now, and you told me to stop, right? You were like, this is kind of like getting
This isn't
annoying.
happening.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I've applied to like 20 jobs, nothing's happened. Like obviously they're not even seeing my stuff at this point because we're from the US. So I decided randomly, I just had this feeling inside of me to just like go to one of the jobs that I had looked up earlier that seemed like a good fit, and email the person directly.
And she
So-
didn't tell me.
No, I didn't. Well, I didn't want you to get your hopes up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna do it. And it was random. I had never emailed any company. I only emailed this one company. I just
And
felt
she
like I
acted
needed
like
to.
a recruiter. It was a pretty cool email.
Yeah, maybe we'll put it up here, like on the side, if I can find it. But yeah, so I basically wrote like 5 sentences explaining why Chris would be an awesome candidate for this job. I found the contact just on their site. I didn't know if it was like the one directly to the office or anything, but I just was like, you know what, long shot, let's just go for it. So I also sent a LinkedIn link directly to his profile so they could see like what schooling, see he's qualified. Hi. Okay.
Out of nowhere, I get this, a recruiter reaching out to me on LinkedIn telling me that someone referred to me and asking me if I was willing to relocate. And I just like screamed to Ashlyn, babe, oh my gosh, you gotta hear, like,
And it happened really fast. It
was the next day after.
The next day, yeah. Well, no, I actually think it was a Friday and they emailed you Monday.
I
Or
don't
no,
know.
maybe it was
I felt
Thursday
like
and
it was-
Friday. It was literally like, yeah, the next day, the next business day. We'll
What
say.
happened too is I responded to him immediately saying I was interested, and then it was not till the next couple
That's
days until
why.
he
Okay,
got
yeah.
back to
So
me.
I
we were
emailed
freaking
Thursday
out
and
the
it was
whole
Friday.
weekend.
Hey, Vin.
Anyway, so long story short, I have my interviews. Find out that Ashlyn sent an email to the CCO, which is like the top of the company, which is pretty crazy.
So many mosquitoes. Yeah. So it's crazy on our side because it worked out, and it normally doesn't. But I think they really were. I must have written a really good email, I guess.
A good email showing that
Because
we were really serious. The fact that I had already applied
it actually
twice.
got us through the door. So if you're from the US and you're wanting to get into Europe, definitely try it, because from what we've heard, we've had people comment on our other video. I know, guys, we're sorry.
Should we take a break and go to the other place?
Okay. Okay, so we moved. Okay, wait, come back here. Okay, so we moved locations. We're doing vlog style now because the boys wanted to come play here. Okay. Okay, now that the water is off, we explained kind of why we wanted to move to Germany, how we were able to, where. If you're new to this channel, we moved to Berlin, Germany. So Berlin is on the east side. Everyone calls it like a mini New York. It's like a hip, artsy place. It's really fun. Lots and lots of things to do here. So
Yeah, we've really enjoyed it so far. We've also gone through a lot of new experiences that we'd love to share, such as figuring out how to get an apartment, getting a visa, all these different things that, you know, it's exciting once you get the job offer and the situation where you can live abroad, but the story just is getting started. So we hope that we can share a lot of these things with you. We're still new at a lot of it, but at least we can kind of share our experiences and in hopes to, you know, maybe help someone else out who really wants to have this type of experience.
yeah, because I think all in all, we had to give up a lot to be here. We sold everything. We sold our house. We sold everything in it. We basically came with like 4 luggages, 1 per person. So we gave up pretty much everything to do this. So yeah, we definitely want to share a ton of things that will help you guys be able to do the same. But if you're in Germany and following us, definitely help us out. Like,
Yeah.
we're clueless, obviously.
Yep. And yeah, we're excited to meet new friends here and you know, learn as we go. So hoping that, you know, you can.
Hopefully the next video we make will have an apartment. Everybody fingers crossed, because that has been the worst. If you're from Berlin and you had to look for an apartment recently, you probably know how terrible it's been. So
Yep. So yeah, please comment, let us know where you're from and what you're doing, and you know, ask any questions that you want us to share in the next videos.
Yeah, but for now, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, like, comment, do all the things. Follow us on Instagram. Yeah, we will see you next week.